I'm Western Toilet, smartest man from the future. This also sucks. But why? And how much? Do you have the numbers? Or do you have to? In the coming apocalypse, we're not going to fare as well as we think. Most people have the image of themselves as the dashing hero, covered in grime, but still primetime handsome. But after the event, still, most people died. The time to walk away is ideally before the building burns down. Don't be too busy to take care of yourself, because no one else is going to. That's how the world works. You are the driver. We are the cars. But cars are a modern invention. What if we couldn't leave the area we were born in without great hardship? What a nightmare. All the same people from kindergarten on, and no one dies of cholera anymore. I do not have useful skills. In fact, I've cultivated a life to be that way. And sure, I can look anything up on the internet now. Find a video tutorial about how to set up a condensation tent to distill drinkable water in an emergency. But I'm not going to remember how to do that when the chips are down. On the other hand, if you stockpile too many survival skills when there's nothing to survive, well, that changes you. Every good thing has a cost. Every good boy deserves flowers. King Philip came over from German shores. Why? Does he speak English? Does he want a career in biology? We're all interested in different stuff. I am not an algorithm. I am a free man. These are the old words. Put them in order and there you are. Someone may have put them in that order before. It's only plagiarism if you get caught. Are microplastics going to be a problem after the world is destroyed? A lot of scenarios posit a scavenger existence, surviving on the remnants of a society that was 10 times the size it now is. But bottled water is filthy with MPs. What are we doing about the water? Maybe I'm just thirsty. Did you ever think of that? Take a drink, take a breath, and then resume freaking the fuck out about the human race. Shake up the system. You can give up. Sometimes you should. You don't have to make everything work, as long as you've got farm fresh eggs and stories. The rest is out of your control and definitely not your responsibility. Another big feature of these stories is the end of production. I almost said broduction. I shudder to think what that would entail. Probably a lot of blather about libertarianism and macros. Biotics will kill us all in minutes. So we ransack country pharmacies for antibiotics and scrounge canned mushrooms from abandoned farmhouses. Post-apocalypse is not the time to learn wild mushroom identification. In fact, that's the second wave of die-off. All of the people who went one time on a city foraging tour and misremembered which roots are safe to eat. But we did it once before. Man was not raised on processed food. We were significantly augmented by nitrogen fixation though. If it's all a commodity, what are we doing here? I don't want to create value for shareholders. What a boring life. Stop knocking me off course. I think every age looks back to its noble paleo roots and thinks life was simpler then, when our responsibilities were just hanging out and philosophizing in those newfangled coffee shops, debates and pamphleteering, and no women allowed, unless somebody accidentally taught them math, and she's a good gambler. Ah, those were the days. Any day that's not now. But you'll miss that fluoride when it's gone, and your teeth are crumbling to dust. There are rules in society. And some rules are made with good reason, but some rules were made to make it easier for the rulers. There's no cavalry coming. No one is coming to set things right. It has to be you, even if it's so much easier when it's someone else. Communicate with people. That was the dream of Web 1.0. It wasn't called that at the time. No one imagines the first thing's gonna get replaced until it does. And now we're up to iPhone 407. Now you know all of the answers. They don't mean anything, and your hand is cramping from all this writing. They don't teach penmanship in school anymore. So how are people supposed to fill notebooks full of drivel and get to Mars on a paperclip? Are you gonna type on your way there? But we invented this cool pen. It writes upside down. Only astronauts have that need. We're all astronauts now. We don't always have to be so extreme about things. Hit the reset button every time an email inbox gets overwhelming. Just apocalypse your reply alls and mumble something about the servers being down. No one will check because all of the servers are down. I don't even like camping. I'm not interested in reducing the human race to a few hardy grizzlies who rebuild the world through grit and determination. The world is built. Revision is much easier. How did we get to where we are? The story of Chongqing Punk is here. And look, there's the soundtrack. The music to the exciting adventure that is Chongqing Punk. The music, the story, the dance.